What's going on, everybody, and welcome to 60 Seconds. This one's called Reatomized, I think. Reatomized. I think it's just like a little bit better graphics and maybe some changes to it, but it's a really cool concept, and I'm happy to be sharing it with you. I'm going to go ahead and load it up. I've never played it. I've seen gameplay of it multiple times. Just looks cool. The concept behind it. You start off in your house. You're in like this. It's like, I don't know. It gives you like the 70s vibe. Go ahead and switch to it so you can see it. That is loud. I'm sure we can handle high quality. Definitely want the full screen experience. Actually, left mouse button to grab. Wow, you can play with just like, that's crazy. What's the difference? We'll just do that. Those things were simple. Okay. So I think this takes place in the 70s. I could be wrong, but basically, you're going to see as soon as I load it up, you're going to start in a house, and basically, there's going to be a nuke that comes in, and you have to grab your family members' food, water. There's like guns and stuff, mask, and basically you get 60 seconds to grab all the stuff you can, and then you jump into your fallout shelter, and then it's basically, it's cool. We'll go ahead and jump right into it. So this is what we want. We're gonna be Ted. Let's see. Wow. Okay. You get 20 seconds to explore in that one. You only get 10 seconds to explore, and then 60 seconds to grab stock shelter, some junk. We'll just do the fat man. We don't want that. We do not want the bum, the T-Shar bomb. Alright, let's see how long I can survive. So basically you just grab supplies, and then you go into this other part of the game where you make choices to see how long you survive. Oh, wrong way, we are going to die. Is that how you got a daughter? Grab the wife. More soup. Gotta grab old Timmy. Oh, Tim, I don't know what you're doing. Need some water. We definitely want that radio. Close to that radio. How long? Just one slot. That's good. The mask. Take the gun. I'm not even sure if I need ammo for it. Take the chest. The map. That. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I don't even think I got enough water. We're gonna die. We are going to die. This is great. Oh man. We got everybody though. A gun, a mask, the radio. I know the radio is always important. So this is the other part of the game. So now we grabbed what we wanted, and we have no food or water. Alright. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelter is used to be fully stocked, but somehow we always found a better way to use the stock supplies instead of leaving them for an emergency. Once we had a soup dinner party, another time we needed the rifle to help our neighborhood watch in a vicious fight against raccoons. Luckily, some of the supplies were left down here, so we had some bullets. That's great, because I couldn't find the bullets. Shows who will eat today, what's left. So, day one. It's so easy to escalate silly arguments in close quarters. Doesn't help. We were chatting and suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over it soon. Hey, it sounds like my family now. I'm just joking. We will not eat or drink anything for the first day. So we're just gonna go on to the next day and see what's going on. Day 2. Getting a little 5 o'clock shadow there, dude. Dolores does not look happy with this shit. Timmy, he just looks lost. Hey, we got some checkers out. Yeah, it's a good thing we grabbed that. Day 2, we could barely sleep after all that REing. Let's hope this won't happen again. There's nothing going on with Ted. Nothing new anyway. Mary Jane, that must be the daughter, seems to be fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Dolores is doing quite well. She doesn't look like it. Or she just can't find anything to complain about today. See, she has something in her head that she's not telling nobody right now. Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy. He's doing great. Strong scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. Yeah, let's not send anybody out on the second day. Let's give everybody water and soup. Just because it's the second day, and we do not have much left. It's really weird when you get the feeling that something is watching you. Our shelter is tiny, but this has been bugging us for a while now. We checked out all the closets and no one's hiding there. Is there something alive down here besides us? Maybe a rodent of some kind? If so, we need to show it and that we are the dominant species in this little paradise of ours. Do we really want to use a gun right now? Like, because see, the thing is about this game is like when you use stuff, there's a possibility that like it's like, oh, we broke it and it's gone forever. But then again, it might, you know what? It might run off with our food. We're gonna shoot that son beach. There goes our ammo too, by the way. So now we're not gonna have it defend against anybody if someone tries to like, oh, we didn't end up using it. It looks like. Let's see what happened. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere. One of those nasty little holes. This, see, it would have took our food if we wouldn't have shot it. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her path. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it stays that way, of course. Happy wife, happy life, huh? Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we are going through, Timmy is being very brave. Timmy is looking at a wall. No one eats. It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Yeah, he's like, nah, dude. I'll stay here. We can send Dolores for an expedition. Wasteland is no match for Mary Jane. Timmy is in good health and full of optimism. No, we'll wait like maybe a week before we go out. It's not the best time or place to make plans for the future, but we can't help thinking about what we can make of this terrible situation. Is our house still standing, or will we have to move to some forsaken hole like Toronto? Wow. Looks like Ted doodled in there. Yep, so we ate on day 2 and drank, so we can probably... You have to eat more than... Well, no, you have to drink more, because you can go a long time without eating. Day 4. We can make it work, even in Toronto. Question is, how do we find a boat to get there? We heard that's the best way to get to Europe. There's nothing going on with Ted, nothing new anyway. Mary Jane says she's fine and doesn't need anything. Everything seems okay with Dolores. Seems okay. Like the good Scot he is. Timmy is making the best of the situation. He even seems cheerful. Dude, he has been staring at a wall this entire time. Go one more day without water. I'll give everybody some water. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall breaks get loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell. What? Why is that so big right there? Oh, there we go. Revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Yeah, maybe if it's getting everybody sick. Oh, man. Yeah, just get rid of it. You guys are gonna die. Who died? Who died? Oh, look, she's still over everybody's shit. He doesn't know what to do. He's still staring at a wall. She just seems pretty calm. She looks like she's handling herself the best right there. We looked into the hole, fearing something might come at us with claw. Oh, hey, look at that. We got a Suzu. Mutated and sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be lucky with him, so we confiscated. We gave the rat a proper burial and an empty can. He deserved that much. We got a can of soup. So sometimes in this game, like, you do random stuff, like you can trade with people. They might just loot you or whatever and whatnot. But it looks like we got an extra can of soup, so that's great. That means I'd really like water, but whatever. If Ted doesn't drink anything, he won't last longer. Water is what Mary Jane needs. Everybody needs water. This is what I was saying. Like, we could always wait one more day, and that's pretty much almost the rest of the water. This hasn't been a week yet, so we're not going to go out. Mary Jane has been awfully silent today. This is very unlike her. Should we try talking to her? It's like the first week. Yeah. I mean, let's just talk to her. Later on, if she gets like this, we won't. We'll just leave her be. She already knows. She's probably going to break something. She's probably going to go insane. Everything is fine. Day 6, man. We're almost been out a week. Ready to send somebody out there. The question is, who are we going to send out there? Nothing solves problems better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have the latter. But talking alone seems to do the trick. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Mary Jane is no longer. No one's thirsty. They're not hungry, so we don't have to give them any food. What? As we were considering alternatives to the canned soup diet, a sudden knock at the door broke our line of thought. It turned out we were visited by a band of survivors who were in a pretty bad shape. All they wanted was to get something to drink, a bite to eat, or at least clean bandages and medicine to attend their wounded. I mean, it is what it is. Like, we ain't giving them nothing because we ain't got nothing. We just got to understand that it is what it is, man. Day 7. It's gonna be scary to send somebody out now. That's the thing. Was that there before? Oh man, that fly is driving me nuts. I don't think that was there. Someone drew that on there. We could tell our guests were not thrilled with our refusal. Their tired eyes alone were enough to understand how much they needed their supplies. They did not beg, simply turned around and left in an unknown direction. Maybe they will have more luck elsewhere. Maybe. Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling the situation. She looks fine today. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. So we have plenty of soup. Let's just get everybody some food. We'll send somebody out tomorrow, so it'll be officially a week. We have some spare ammunition, but now it's gone. We don't know how or when it must have been misplaced. We need to find it, and soon. This funny sound that makes when you don't have. That's great. I remember it sitting there. It's fucking Timmy. Timmy fucking misplaced it. All thumbs. I don't know what achievement that is. Well, that's great. Day 8. We're sending somebody out today. It was too dark and Timmy's been getting on my nerves. Look at his, like he's growing some hair, staring at that Boy Scout book, not even reading it, helping us. Oh my gosh, Timmy. It was too dark to find those tiny bullets without a flashlight. They aren't lost, technically. They're still in the shelter. Like, look how big the shelter is. And it's just gone. It's Timmy. In the shelter, technically. Ted is really thirsty. Getting something to drink from Mary. So everyone's thirsty again. Well, that's the last of the water. It is what it is. So, it seems to be in really good shape for a trip. We can send Dolores for an expedition. Mary Jane's feeling excellent. Feeling excellent. Enthusiastic. So you might be looking. Okay, so I feel like we should send Mary Jane. She's feeling excellent, but she's not like she's just feeling excellent. Okay, we're just gonna send Timmy, because fuck Timmy. Just in case. You can eat some food and drink before you go out. Oh, what is this? We have plenty of distant relatives, but none of them mean as much to us as Aunt Ada. She lives in the country, so there is a good chance she is still configuring her counting machine and not worrying about nukes raining down on her house. Too bad we don't have a photo of her, or do we? We put some photos in the book a while ago after a giant coffee spill accident. So why would they're just gonna tear it up? Like I've seen this before. We're just gonna leave that. Like forget the fucking photo. So Timmy, schedule. Timmy's going out. Just so everyone knows, Timmy, you're leaving. You're annoying. You staring at a wall makes me anxious, and I don't like that. Oh wow. Everyone looks fine except for Timmy looks like he's gonna get lost, and I'm not gonna feel one bit sad. And so we are left with no photos, no news, and no happy thoughts. The world is too cruel. Ted is no longer thirsty. No one's thirsty anymore. Great. No one's eating. No one's. Who should go outside? It's obviously Timmy. What to take outside? The gun has no ammunition. A map or the radiation? Like let's just take that out there. It's only day 9. To gather more supplies. Alright, Timmy. You make us proud. Make us proud, Timmy. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. He took the equipment. Ted said there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully he'll stay that way. Dolores is fine and well, as much as anyone can be fine and well in this tiny shelter. So Ted's the only one that's worried about Timmy. He's a pussy. No one eats, no one drinks. The boredom and the silence are overwhelming. Too bad we don't have a TV to keep us occupied, but maybe we could take advantage of some of our supplies and pretend they're props in a movie set. See, you have a checkers board. Whatever. Apparently checkers is not good enough for them. Oh my gosh, Timmy is still not back. Ted and Mary Jane seem let down, but we have more important things to do than playing theater right now. Where is the water when Ted needs it? Okay, so everyone's thirsty. Nothing we can do. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. We only had a chance turn into the emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. Yeah, let's turn it on. Let's see if there's a military. What's going on? Day 12, and we're almost at 2 weeks. Timmy is still not back. I think Timmy's dead. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. So, it's a good thing we gave him the mask, but we just sent Timmy out there, and he's probably going to get sick. So it's much safer to travel on the surface now. That's great. Ted looks like he's got 1 foot on the grave and needs to get a drink right now. Everyone's needing something to drink. We woke up to a dripping sound today and noticed there's something leaking from the pipes. That's green. Even after it ate through the table and the chair and the floor, patching up that pipe is probably a good idea. See, there's no sense of using that because... And I don't know what a suitcase would do. You know what? We're probably going to die. Let's see if we can fix it with the Boy Scout thing. Forget it. It's going to just destroy the bug. Oh, wow. It's actually still there. I'm surprised these people haven't died. No problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our today and tidy little shelter. Ted looks like he's got 1 foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Everyone just needs water. There is no water. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's the guard government. You can badmouth them all you want, but hey, this is perfect timing for what's going on. But we ain't gonna get into that. But that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when never mind, the government people are coming and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign of them. I don't think they're coming. But let's go ahead and turn on the radio. Oh! They went crazy. Timmy! Timmy made it back and everyone's dead. Timmy, I doubted you. Good news, the government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and accept further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. We were afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and he's safe with us now. Before our expedition could get anywhere, we ran into a group of freaky people dressed like wizards. They were eager to trade some of their supplies for a few items. It sounded like a fair deal, so we invited them in. They had some food with... We needed water. They gave us 2 cans of soup that we can actually buy with real pre-apocalypse money. They thought the coins we gave them were magical. We didn't argue. This last expedition got us thinking maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burnt out, but if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We better keep an eye out for those on the future expeditions. They had some food with them that actually bought real apocalypse money. Too many days without water took their toll. Ted died of dehydration. When Mary Jane found out that she was not getting a single drop of water, she got furious. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this, and that she's getting her water one way or another. We are seriously terrified right now. If we only had a few drops of water, we could have avoided what happened. Dolores died of dehydration last night. Timmy should eat something. Timmy is really tired. Of all places we could have perished, this is probably the best one, or maybe not. It's not a bad first run, I mean, honestly. That's great. Uh, yeah. Survived 2 weeks. Consumed 3 water, 2.25. Maybe if I want to drink that water and ate the soup in the very first and just waited until they like complain. So like we'll let them complain 2 days, like no more than 2 days. So like the first time they complain, wait till the next day. Timmy made it. 2 items. No decisions. Yes decisions. Oh, okay. Times defended your shelter. Wow. Okay. Well, I think that does it for 60 seconds. Yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you liked it, because I like it. I'll probably do another one of these or whatever. It's a fun game or whatever. It's like $10. But yeah, thanks for watching.